and welcome to another edition of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. In this episode, we're going to take a first look at George R.R. Martin's hotly awaited The House of the Dragon. This is the prequel to the fantastic Game of Thrones. Three-quarters fantastic. Fantastic for the first 6 series. Pretty good for half the 7th series. Meh for the end of the 7th series, and utter shite for the 8th series. That 8th series needs to be remade. And that book needs finished, George. Come on. Finger out, lad. Anyway, as far as the TV series of The House of the Dragon goes, well, let's take a first look. I'm going to dive straight into this piece from Giant Freaking Robot, and we'll discuss it. And here we are. But I'm going to start straight off and say that actually I'm looking forward to this. I know there's been a lot of negativity around it, and I think a lot of that negativity came from the very piss poor ending of Game of Thrones. And that sort of left a bitter taste, and that bitterness is carried on. But I'm actually going to be positive here. My only real complaint is that this has sidetracked George R.R. Martin away from his important task of finishing the goddamn book. But I still think this is going to be pretty good. I don't think this is going to be as bad as people are. A lot of the people are sort of already pre-slamming it, and I'm not prepared to do that. I'm positive. I want this to be good. I think it has the possibility of being good. And so, come on, guys, let's give this a chance. Until we actually see anything that spoils it properly, let's give it the chance, let's give it encouragement. Because, we've got to have something to look forward to, for heaven's sake. Anyway, so here we go. Giant Freaking Robot, as I said. See, House of the Dragons, first look reveal. Huge news for the Game of Thrones spin-off. Game of Thrones fans have been in a holding pattern since 2019, when the hit HBO fantasy series ended amidst howls of anger and confusion, not least by me. God, I hated that one, especially the one that was 50 minutes of just black screen. Anyway, the prequel series, House of the Dragon, was greenlit at the same time and ordered straight to series, because HBO know a good thing when it sees it. It has been just 3 years since then, with only a few scattered images of dragons, and series star Matt Smith, he gets about a bit, doesn't he? At a table read to tide a few fervent audience over. However, HBO Max just released a new post on Instagram that at least gives fans a key piece of information they have been waiting on for literally years now. A release date for House of the Dragon. Check it out here. Now, it's obviously in American format, i.e. not the format the rest of the world uses, but we can live with it. I'm presuming 0821 does not mean August last year. I'm presuming it is the 21st of August this year. And it looks like an egg. Now, I'm presuming it's a dragon egg, but it's very suspiciously an alien egg. And looking at the poster, one can see the flames coming off it. So obviously the little dragon's in there. You see in the crack, it's about to go open. And in the background, what are we looking at? Pair of eyes. Mummy. Mummy's watching the egg. Smorg-like. So, yeah, there we go. As you can see, appropriately for a show called House of the Dragon, the posted image appears to be a close-up of a scaled egg. It is glowing with heat, and there are a few scattered sparks around it, as well as a sinister-looking crack showing up that shows us we will likely be seeing a few new baby dragons in the HBO show. I do hope so. I do like baby dragons. More so, I think, than baby Yodas. Grogu had a lot of potential, and he's just become a toy now. Sad. Most important, though, at the top of the... I would say, since there's only 2 items, I would say more important, but that's just me and the English language. Most importantly, though, at the top of the picture in that now classic Game of Thrones font, we will see the all-important release date for House of the Dragon, which will be August 21st. So mark your calendars, get your speculations ready, and try not to get too upset when you think about that last series of Game of Thrones. Yes. Because this summer, it's time to go back to Westeros. I cannot wait. I am prepared to forgive and forget if they get this right. House of the Dragon is based on George R.R. Martin's prequel novel Fire and Blood, although it's a tiny bit more complex than it would seem. Fire and Blood is a collection of world-building prequel text to Martin's Song of Ice and Fire series, rather than a proper novel. It is also being published in 2 parts, the first of which was released in 2018. I think it's kind of akin to the Silmarillion. It's sort of a history of rather than a story of. It sort of builds a world around it, you know. Anyway, naturally, House of the Dragon is based on the second part of the first volume of Fire and Blood, while the second volume is yet to be released. This makes the perpetual delay, oh, don't tell me, it's been 10 years now, has it? Something like that, of Martin's long-awaited The Winds of Winter. It's I think it's been around 10 years since the last book, so maybe somebody in the comments will tell me the exact date, but that'd be nice. Anyway, moving on. Game of Thrones was an undeniable cultural moment when it was first broadcast on HBO in 2011, turning a previously critically acclaimed series into a publishing blockbuster and mainstreaming high fantasy as a genre. It quickly became a tentpole series for HBO and developed the kind of rabid fan base that is both desired and feared by showrunners, not to mention the beleaguered George R.R. Martin. As such, House of the Dragon has a lot riding on it to both soothe the still bristling hackles of those who felt let down by the final season of Game of Thrones, and to reinvigorate the property. Well, so many people were hurt and destroyed by what happened at the end of Game of Thrones. I could have written a better ending than that. Seriously, it was appallingly bad, and nobody got their comeuppance. Cersei, I mean, Jesus, she deserved the worst death in the entire series. She deserved a long, slow, painful, lingering death. And what did she get? Oh, look, Rock's fault. Boom, dead. Shit. Anyway, I'm not bitter. I am completely bitter. Anyway, HBO has assembled an immensely talented ensemble cast, including Paddy Considine, Rhys Ifans, Matt Smith, and Olivia Cook, and Ryan J. Condal and Miguel Sapochnik, my apologies, both veterans of Game of Thrones, will act as showrunners. Come August, we will see if they can recapture the dragon magic. Oh, we do hope so. We really want this to be good. I mean, after what they did with Game of Thrones, we deserve this to be good. But seriously, I'm staying confident, I'm staying optimistic, because, well, we've got to be optimistic. We've got to give it a chance. We know in our hearts we love Game of Thrones. We know the ending was appalling, but we know how good it was. Let this be as good. Anyway, I'll come up and we'll round off. Yeah, as I say, I'm optimistic and I want to be hopeful. I think we all should be. I think we should all, get behind the project, keep an eye out and watch everything. I'm going to monitor now. Everything that comes up, I'm going to put straight up. As soon as I find out, I'm going to make a video about it. And I just want to share as much as possible. So I'd ask everyone, if you can, please share this video. Please highlight this. Let's get this video to be the start of a new sort of series of videos on this one. So, please like it, just to help with the metric to get it posted. Leave comments. If you're looking forward to it, definitely leave a comment. If you're not looking forward to it, leave a comment. I just want comments on. I've never asked this on any other video, but this one I really do, because I want this to be so good. And come the 21st of August, which is a Sunday, I shall be there. I shall be all of a dither. Might even go and buy a new telly for it. So please be good, please be good, please be good, please be good. Don't want to waste all that money on a big screen new telly and it's rubbish. Oh, it won't be rubbish. It just won't be rubbish. It won't. And we will all watch it. We'll all love it. I'm telling you. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you see and hear on here, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications. Leave a like and leave a comment, and especially those last two on this video, please leave a like, please leave a comment. I just want to get the metrics on this one, because I want to generate as much interest as we can for House of the Dragon, because it's the one thing I am absolutely looking forward to. There's a lot of things coming, but this is the one for me that I want to work the most. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, and goodbye.